Welcome to my on-time July wrap-up. Yay! This month has been such a good reading month. I cannot wait to show you. I have read 4 books in July. 4. That's a good amount for me. The first book that I read in July was History is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera. This book is so good. It's so sweet. I heard loads of really good things about this and I was a bit like, but actually really good. It tells the story of a boy called Griffin. He's the main character and he is dealing with grief and loss. It is a really lovely story and a lovely plot and there's lovely characters. All of it was just lovely. I don't think it made me cry, but it was emotional. Griffin has lost his first love in a drowning accident. Theo was his best friend, his ex-boyfriend, and the one who he believed he would end up with. Now, reeling from grief and worsening OCD, Griffin turns to an unexpected person for help. Theo's... I'm not going to tell you that bit because it ruins it. But as their relationship becomes increasingly complicated, dangerous truths begin to surface. Griffin must make a choice, confront the past or miss out on his future. I did love this. It was just really nice. Okay, the next book that I read in July was The Daydreamer by Ian McEwan. Now, this is only a really tiny book, but I actually felt like I needed something that was a bit lighter, that wasn't romance after History is All You Left Me, because it is so emotional, and I was like, usually I do read stuff like that, like over and over, but I was like, I need something different this time, but I wanted something sweet and small and different, and this was that. The Daydreamer by Ian McEwan was very interesting. Basically, it's the idea of fairy tales, or like, not fairy, it's the idea of children's books for adults. Taking childhood as his subject matter, The Daydreamer is Ian McEwan's first work of fiction, which appeals to children as well as adults. In these 7 interlinked stories, the grown-up Peter reveals his secret journeys, metamorphoses, and adventures of his childhood. Living somewhere between dream and reality, Peter experiences magical transformations. He swaps his bodies with the family cat, a baby, and in the final story, he wakes up as a 12-year-old inside a grown-up body and embarks on the adventures of falling in love. It was really interesting, to be honest. Out of the 7 stories, I preferred the first 2 or 3, I think it was. I think they were just a little bit more imaginative. It was more kind of believable. Because the metamorphosis, when he turns into the cat and stuff, is very interesting, but I can imagine just the subject matters of the first few were more childish, in my opinion. But this was fantastic, and it was a very quick read. I mean, it was only like 150 pages. Very quick, very entertaining, very good. So yes, that was the second book. I read All That She Can See by Carrie Hope Fletcher. Now, this book was absolutely amazing. I loved this. Thinking about the last book that she did, when I read it, I didn't realise it was a fairy tale. So I was reading and I was like, not quite sure about this. But going into this one, knowing that this one is going to be like, what do they call it? Magical reality? No. I can't remember what the word is, and that's very annoying. When, like, it's magical in real life. Modern day fairy tale kind of thing. Going into the book, knowing that that's what her last one was about, I was prepared for that, and actually it made it so much more magical from the very beginning. I thought the way the book started was amazing. It tells the story of Cherry, and Cherry has a special talent that she can see people's feelings. She thinks she's the only one in the world, and she wants to help people with her gift, and then she meets someone called Chase, who kind of is the opposite of her, which is very interesting. And it's just really good. I mean, there were so many twists in this that I did not see coming. It kept me on my toes, it was easy to read, the imagery was lovely. This was my second favourite of the month. And actually, this is one of the best books I've read all year, I would say. The 4th and final book that I read in July was Everything, Everything. This I think, is the best book I have read all year. This book is amazing and emotional and heartwarming and thrilling and page turning. It's everything that I look for in a book, this had. It's by Nicola Yoon, and let me read you the back. Maddie is allergic to the world. She hasn't left her house in 17 years. Ollie is the boy next door. He's determined to find a way to reach her. I read this so quickly, I could not put it down. The characters are really lovable, really relatable, really, really alive in the book. They're not flat at all. And it's about young love, it's about finding yourself, it's about risking things you have, it's about discovering who you are. It's just amazing. I cannot wait for the film. They're making a film out of this. I really hope it doesn't ruin it though. I really hope it does not ruin it. The best book, second best book, third best book, fourth best book. Fourth best book. There we go. These are the books that I read in July, and it was such a good reading month. I'm so pleased with myself. I really hope that August is as good, but I know it probably won't be. So thank you for watching my July wrap up. I hope you liked it. Let me know if you've read any of the books. I'd be quite interested. And I'll see you next time for another video. Bye!